Hey there YouTube, this is JV111 here, and welcome to another episode of Modded Minecraft Mondays. Today, we're going to do a rehash. I made a mistake in one of the first mods I reviewed since coming back to YouTube, and that was the More Swords mod. I made a promise to the mod creator that when he ever does update the mod, I would come back and re-review it. He has come on his end of the bargain, so I'm going to come on mine. So, here is version 2 for 1.4.5 of the More Swords mod. So, first off, what was More Swords mod? It basically adds more swords. It adds more creative swords, also adds swords you can actually find within dungeons. We'll get into that a little bit later. So right now, let's just jump right on into it, and the first one is called the Blaze Sword. And let me just get into it, and here it is. Alright, so, the Blaze Sword is created as follows. So, 2 iron ingots, 2 gold ingots, and a blaze rod. Finally, another use for those blaze rods. And you get the Blaze Sword. Now, this is called an awakened form. Now, it has a special ability that you can use, but the Blaze Sword and another sword I'm going to go into, they don't they don't need to be awakened in order to use their special ability. We're getting to the special abilities just a slightly bit later. But right now, so let's go into this. So it has a damage of 2 hearts and a durability of 400 uses. The passive ability is it can deal 2 ticks of fire damage. So even when you're attacking said zombie, here, let's get out of creative mode. See? Zombie's on fire. So let's put this zombie out of his misery. And we're going to keep this on us for now. Actually, we'll put this back in here. So, the next sword is called the Blood Sword. And it has damage of 3 hearts and a durability of 1500 uses. So, a lot better. The passive ability is the sword regains 10 durability after each successful hit. So, not only are you using durability, but you can regain it so long as the hit is good. So, let's say, for example, I use it to, I don't know. What do I want to do? Let's take this off. Now, see, now I use durability. So now, if I kill the zombie, some of the durability came back. Let's put that sign back on. Caps lock. Blaze Sword. Alright. So moving on, we have the Bone Sword. It has a damage of 1.5 hearts and a durability of 200 uses. The passive ability currently has yet to be unlocked. But the cool thing is, it's a Bone Sword. So, you can make it by doing as follows. Bones. It does 1.5 hearts damage, and again, 200 uses, so let's just kill a zombie. Oh, I forgot to mention what the Blood Sword is made out of. It is made out of obsidian, a stick, and 2 redstone. And it also has a awakened ability. All the swords in the More Swords mod have awakened abilities. So next one is the Glass Sword. This one's just, one of those funny looking swords. Really good for, multiplayer and whatnot. For like a spleef arena, real quick use swords. It does damage of 2.5 hearts and has 15 uses only. No current ability, of either passive or active, but you can find it in either state. Almost killed it there, holy smokes. Alright, so next is the Infinity Sword. Now, one thing I need to mention is, originally I claimed that some of these swords were homages to certain, games or mods. I think the Infinity Sword might be, don't quote me on that, because, popular iOS game, and if you look at its sprite, it's pretty close. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I did this again, holy crap. That sword. And also the Infinity Sword is expensive. It requires 4 blocks of iron, 2 iron ingots, and a stick. Also, currently has no active ability nor passive, but it can be found in either state. And it uses 3.5 hearts and has 650 uses. It's basically an upgraded iron sword, really. Yeah, you're reading that right, guys. A lapis sword. Kind of looks like that sitar from Kingdom Hearts a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm sorry for that background noise. I don't know what that is. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to close my door. Alright, so the lapis sword. It is made, if it will allow me to view it, 2 lapis lazuli blocks and a stick. It has a damage value of 1.5 hearts, 750 uses, and no known effects at this time. Takes a while to kill them zombies. The next is the Molten Edge Sword. Now this is kind of cool. It's very similar to the Blaze Sword, but it's different in its construction. It uses 2 lava buckets, 2 obsidian, and a stick. It has a heart damage value of 2 and a durability of 300. No active ability at this time. So basically when you find it activated, there's no ability. But the passive ability, it deals 4 hearts damage over time instead of just the 2 over time. So let's collect the XP. And this is the Aqueous Sword. Similar into construction as Molten Sword, water bucket. It's basically fire, water. It does have, it does not have an active ability either, but it does have a passive ability, and a mob's hit it will be infected with slowness for over a period of slowness 1 for a period of time. So basically, you can, use this. Oh, it does have an active ability. Oh. So the active ability is the passive ability. It's vice versa. So they run a little slower. So it's not bouncing around that much. It deals 2 hearts worth of damage and has 300 uses. Okay, now if this isn't an homage to Link, I don't know what it is. Kind of looks like it too. So the Master Sword is created with 2 iron ingots, 2 diamonds, 2 obsidian, and a stick. It right now has no active ability, no passive ability, although a cool one would be a charge beam. Modmaker, if you're listening to this, charge beam, Master Sword, might be a copyright issue, but it's already in the mod. It deals 3 hearts of damage and has a durability of 1450, so it lasts for a while. Collect that EXP. Might need it later. Next one is called the Draconic Sword, and it has a durability of 3.5 hearts and has 750 uses. No known abilities as of yet, and it requires 4 blocks of iron, a diamond, a piece of redstone, and a stick, so it ain't cheap. But, looks cool. Walk around your server with a badass sword, one of those things. Next is the Ender Eye Sword. Now this is, well, it's not really an Ender Eye Sword, I call it that. It's really called the Eye End Sword. So, you know what? Let us fix that. The end. If I can spell end. Eye Sword. Looks really cool. It has damage value of 4 hearts, has a durability of 1750 uses, and it actually does have an active and a passive ability. So again, we're going into that later. They're really cool though. I like them. So, we're just going to kill this guy, and then we're going to do a quick check on how it's made. So you need 2 Eyes of Ender, 4 diamonds, and a stick. So again, once you get to the higher tiers of these swords, they do not become cheap in any means. So next one we got Aether's Guard. Now here's where I made my first mistake. the Aether's Guard was not an homage to the Aether mod. It's just something he added in there, and I'm guessing the Aether sounded cool, or he may have viewed the Aether's mod and thought the name sounded cool. I do not know personally. It probably says somewhere on the thread, but it definitely says on the thread that it's not as an homage to Aether's Guard, although it is a damn cool looking blade. And it also has an ability, and I'm going all over the place. So the Aether's Guard. So now let's just scroll down on the OP. So it is made by 2 feathers, 2 glowstone, 2 diamond, 2 iron ingots, and a stick. And again, that looks damn cool. It has a damage value of 1.5 hearts, a durability of 777 uses, and a passive ability, target mobs can get launched into the air. So let's see if he won't. I'm guessing I have to kind of like right click him or something. No, I guess it needs to be, yeah, it needs to be active. All right. So now this is another sword he added before this update. These 2 swords were added one after the other. So this one is called the Wither's Bane. Not the best use for a Wither Star, to be extremely honest. But hey, you know, if you got 1,000 of them sticking around, why the heck not? So you need a glowstone, 2 obsidian, nether star, and a stick, and you got the Wither's Bane. It has a damage value of 2.5 hearts, a durability of 666 uses. Insert Satan face here. And when unlocked, can inflict Wither on said target. So you know, fighting around with your friends, they now have Wither. Just kill him. Collect his AEXP orbs. Now this one's fun. This is the admin arc. He just added this for this update, and I like it. Very well thought. So first off, notice the name. It's Rainbow. It's cool. And how to create it. 2 pieces of bedrock and a stick. So it's a normal sword, but it's designed for admins only because of what it can do. So the first thing is its damage. 499.5 hearts of damage. It's ridiculous, to say the least. Durability of, oh crap, it's a lot of 9s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So approximately, if I'm calculating this right, 99. So 9,999,999,999 uses will never, ever break. Ever. Drop it in the lava, it'll break. It'll die, but it'll never break when you use it. Basically, the only way you can do this is, well, it has an active ability, and again, the only way you can do this is if you give yourself bedrock. So, you know, one shot. So now we're going to get into the active abilities. Now, the ones that have active abilities are as follows. So let's get into the Blaze Sword and Hellfire ability. Now, upon right-click, I shoot a fireball. So it's spawn a zombie villager, and oh, and that uses a lot of your durability. So you shoot that's its ability. You shoot a fireball. I'm gonna die. Shit. Should have kept him in his corner. And let's spawn another one. Keep those together. So now the Blood Sword. It has a vampirism effect. And that's the one that you can right-click to gain several potion effects, but it costs some durability. So let's go for it. So it gave me speed and resistance. If I click it again, same thing, but it uses like a third of your durability. But then again, you know, you just spawn a zombie. And while it's active, oh, that was a bad move. You just regain your durability back. Oh, I'm lagging. I'm not. Okay, good. Sweet. Alright. So the Bone Sword. Bone Sword has a really cool effect. You know, for using a bunch of bones, he does give back. Now let's just... So, we use Fruitile, and it acts like bone meal. at the cost of durability. But ain't that cool though? You know, bone meal. That's neat. I like that. You know, giving back to the player for using the mod kind of thing. You know, the little things that make sense. So Lapis Sword has no effect. Neither does Molten. The Aqueous deals slow. I wonder how slow it actually goes. I'm actually very curious of this. I haven't tested this out yet. So, oh, that is slow. Oh, slow 1 is still pretty slow. All right. So let's put the Aqueous Sword back. So this doesn't have any abilities, neither does Draconic. The Ender Eye Sword. I've already tested this out. Bing! You don't take damage, and you teleport. It used to use a lot of durability. I see he changed that. I like that. You can teleport, you know, get out a dodge quick card. Now, Aether's Guard. Let's go send a mob into space. Yeah. Yeah, they fly. They fly. Proof of concept, people. They fly. Now, Wither's Bane with the Decay. Spawn a zombie. And he's got Wither. Now let's put this guy back. Now I need to just double check what the... Yeah, so the active ability of the sword, when equipped, is you go into stealth mode. So I'm guessing in like the way that works in a server setting would be if you press tab, you're not there, or they can't see you, or something like that. I'm not 100% on how that goes, but you know, one-shot KO. So now I'm going to do another little thing I'd like to do is if any mod that adds new items, especially weapons, and that's enchantability and repairability. Now that we have the ability to do both in the game, you know, I like to see the way mod makers incorporate that into their mods. When I originally did this mod, they could all be enchanted, they can all be repaired. But the problem was when you repaired the weapons, there's this really weird symbol that appeared, and I want to see if he fixed that. So let's get two Blaze Swords. Got the original one here. Yeah, he didn't fix that. Alright, so they can be repaired and they can be enchanted. Like, I can enchant it, and I gave myself now sharpest one, and he's a fire sword now. So, you know, just kill that. So, yeah. Something you may need to look into fixing for repairability. I don't know if there's some special code needed in place. But that may be something you may want to look at, ModMaker. Or actually, the ModMaker, I can give you his name. The ModMaker who created this is Darkhax. Well, I can't say created. He continued it. The original ModMaker's name is actually... Let me see if I can find him. Starless. He first created the mod. Darkhax was then given permission to continue the mod. And I'm telling you right now, I've seen the original version from Starless, and now I'm looking at Darkhax. I gotta give Darkhax, you know, tip of the hat. The guy's done a lot of good work on the mod. So much so that actually if you put this mod into a new world, like basically you create a new world using this mod, you can actually find the awakened weapons inside dungeons and, you know, hidden chests and like all those things. So basically he's added the hidden weapons into the ability to, like, you know, to find them. They become vanilla almost to an extent. So that's cool. I like that. I haven't yet checked if you can find the admin's arc awakened in, let's say, for example, in a dungeon or something like that. That would be really OP. Like, you imagine, you know, finding an admin's mark, like, okay, I'm gonna go kill the Ender Dragon and the Wither. You know, it'll never die and you'll always kill the shit. Like, again, it's designed to be admin use only. So, thanks for watching. My only thoughts for the mod, I'd like to see the abilities for all those old swords, like some new abilities, some passive abilities, maybe even some awakened abilities. Master Sword, Charge Beam. That'd be cool. Other than that, great mod. Keep up the work, Darkhax. I would love to see this mod implemented in other mod packs. Feed the Beast. I could see this being really well implemented in Feed the Beast. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Please like and favorite all my videos. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay frosty.